Even I will tell you that how much time you have to spend on what topic. You just have to blindly follow this. In 3 months, you will be at a much greater technical skills. Everything will be covered in this roadmap. 2 hours in the morning, 1 hour in the evening. Don't underestimate revision. You don't have to skip anything that I am saying right now. A lot of students I see, they are good technically, they have built good projects, they have solved a lot of lead code questions, but when it comes to explaining to the interviewers, they are bad at communication skills. You would have solved almost 200 problems on lead code. This video is not a clickbait video. I'm not here to waste my time or your time. This video is a 3 months step-by-step roadmap for preparing you for placement as well as off-campus jobs. If your college does not give you placements, if the college does not have good companies coming in, still you can follow this video. This video is for you. This video is for all the students who are from tier 2, tier 3 college, who want to do something about their career, who want to become a software engineer, who want to start their career in software engineering. This video is for all of you. This video is for people who want to build a proof of work, because in today's day, if you don't have proof of work, then you are not going to make it. Trust me. If you are a fresher, if you don't have proof of work, not going to make it. So this video will prepare you for proof of work. This video will build your proof of work if you follow all these strategies from this video. Now, this video is not for people who are not serious about their career. If you are not hardworking, this video is not for you. If you want to give your 100%, if you are willing to put hard work into building your career, then you should follow this video. Otherwise, there is no point. This video is also not for people who are looking for shortcuts. I'm not going to tell you any shortcut. This will be a hard way of becoming a good software engineer. Got it? And I am just giving you a 3 months roadmap. There you will have to grind. If you are not ready for a grind, this video is not for you. This video is also not for people who are looking out for fancy shortcuts or fancy technologies like Solana, Bitcoin, blockchain, AI, ML. No, this video is not for it. This video is for people who want to start from scratch. Even if you have not done anything in your college in 4 years, that's completely okay. You can start from following this roadmap and you can become really good. Trust me, really good if you follow this practically in 3 months. This video is for people who want to become a basic, essential, most required software engineer that is required in the market at this point of time, a full stack developer. This video is for you. Okay. Now, let me just go on to each of the topic. But before moving on to that roadmap, I will give you a step-by-step, most detailed, everything. Even I will tell you that how much time you have to spend on what topic, what you will do each day. I will make a timeline for you. I will make a timetable for you. You just have to blindly follow this. If you follow this blindly, trust me, my dear friends, in 3 months, you will be at a much greater confidence level, much greater technical skills, much greater communication skills, right? Everything will be covered in this roadmap. Trust me. Right? So now I am not here to waste my time or your time. I'm saying this again. Just follow what I am saying and trust me, you will see results. You will come back after 3 months in the same video and you will comment down below that, Akshay, thank you for making this video. This can be life-changing video for a lot of you. Trust me. Now, in this whole roadmap, I will give you a glimpse. I will cover everything. I will cover what you need to do in DSA. I will cover how you need to build projects, how many projects you need to build. I will tell you how should you prepare for core subjects which are required and essential as a fresher for your interviews. I will also tell you how to improve your communication skills, how to prepare your resume, where to prepare your resume, where will you get the template, and so many questions that are there in your mind. I will prepare you how to use social media effectively. Nobody will tell you that. I will build proof of work on LeetCode, GitHub. I will tell you how to apply for off-campus jobs. I will build confidence in you. You will be a confident developer after this video, right? So let's get started without wasting any time. No BS. Let's go move over here. Now let me tell you what you will have to give me, right? What is the devotion that you need to do? What is the hard work I need from your side? Now, every day for the next 3 months, every day when you follow this, when you follow this curriculum for the next 3 months, I need 8 hours of your day. 8 hours of your day. If you're not willing to devote 8 hours, you can stop watching the video, right? Because this is video in an aggressive way. This is video for people who want to learn it in an aggressive way. If this is a very, aggressive roadmap that I'm giving you. This is not easy, trust me. But this will definitely give you results. Okay. So now what you will do in this 8 hours, generally, let me tell you a brief overview. Every day you will do 3 hours of DSA. You will build 3 hours. You will devote 3 hours onto projects. You will give 3 hours on DSA. Now, let me tell you, if you have questions like, Akshay, DSA is not necessary, then stop watching this video, right? If you feel that, okay, MERN stack is dead, or I don't want to make any projects or something, stop watching this video. If you feel that core subjects are not important, stop watching that video. Got it? So this video, I'm not here to answer these questions like, Akshay, is DSA required in job? Or should I do MERN stack? Should I build projects? Not for you, right? I am not here to answer all that questions, right? Let me just get started. 1 hour you will devote on core subjects. 1 hour for social media. Now here, a very important word, that is mindfully. If you do social media mindfully, you can use it to your advantage. Otherwise, if you waste time on social media, then this will take you down as much as you want, right? You can just go into that, black hole of social media and you can get lost. I will tell you how to use social media mindfully 1 hour a day, right? You know what happens with us? We don't devote time to social media. That is why we spend all our time in social media. But if I say that, okay, I have 1 hour where I will use social media intentionally, I will use social media mindfully, you can make it work wonders for you. Got it? So I will tell you how to do that. Now let's start. And let me also tell you, with this timetable, we will build proof of work, actual proof of work that will make you stand out, that will get you confidence in yourself as well as your skills. Got it? And everybody will, when you will go to interviews, that will reflect on your face. Trust me. When the confidence comes from within, it reflects on your face. I've seen students. I have taken so many interviews. I know when I see the candidate's face, I can make out whether the candidate is confident or not. Now let's get started. Now I'll start this 3 months roadmap by month plan. Every month has a different curriculum, different study style, different strategy. So please be very mindful when you're watching this video. Don't get distracted. Got it? Keep all the distractions away. Just focus on what I'm saying. I will not take up much of your time. I will tell you the importance of everything. Got it? Now, this is the first month over here. Now, most major mistake that people do is, they are always confused about what language should I choose for DSA. Should I do it on C, C++, Java, these, that. No BS. No BS. You just have to pick one language and then start. Now, a lot of people will ask me, Akshay, I don't know what language to pick. I'm not good at anything. I just want to start from scratch. You suggest me something. So I will suggest you to go ahead with Python or JavaScript. And if you want me to answer, go with JavaScript. It's a very easy language. It will make your DSA journey easy for you. You will already use JavaScript for your projects. So also use JavaScript for DSA. You don't have to worry about doing DSA in C++, then learning Java or something. And then for projects, again, you will have to learn different tech stack. No, we are limited on time. 3 months is a less time. So focus on one language, pick up JavaScript. That is what I would recommend. And start with JavaScript and solve DSA questions. Now people will ask, Akshay, if you have such questions in mind, is JavaScript good for DSA or not? Then if you will ask these type of questions, then you will waste a lot of time. Every minute you are thinking about which language is good for DSA, you are wasting that minute. You have less time. Focus on essential part. Let me tell you, I have in my life cracked hundreds of interviews, if not hundreds, 50 interviews, definitely I would have cracked. And I have always used JavaScript for solving DSA problems. I have never faced any problem with it. So you will also not face any problem. Just do DSA in JavaScript, okay? This is what my suggestion is. Otherwise, feel free to choose any language, but don't get into that debate. Now, follow one resource. So much important over here. Now, a lot of students, they will just wander here and there. अभी मैं ये sheet follow कर लेता हूँ, then I will follow that sheet, then I will follow that influencer, then I will follow that influencer, then I will follow that sheet, then I will follow this platform, that platform. One resource, one platform. One resource, one platform. Now, if you ask me what resource should I follow, should I buy a course, this, that, Students waste so much time on unnecessary things, unnecessary questions, and that's why they end up doing nothing. In the hustle of finding the right resource, perfect solution, perfect resource, they just do nothing. Follow any resource. I'm not even saying follow just my resource, whatever I'm saying. Or buy any course from me, or buy any course from some other influencer. I'm not saying that. This is not a paid video. I'm just saying follow one resource. Any sheet you pick up, and if you want to follow one resource, I will give you a strategy also. Just follow that. Even if you don't have money, don't buy any course. I will give you a plan where you can follow it without spending zero money also. Okay. People who can afford buying courses, you can buy the course. That's completely okay. But follow one resource, no 1,000 resource, and one platform. When I say one platform, I always suggest you can again choose any platform. There are thousands of platforms where you can do DSA. But what my personal favorite platform is, and not just favorite, it's very popular platform and everybody trusts it. You can even put that link in your resume. That is LeetCode. Follow LeetCode blindly because LeetCode is really good, right? Everybody recognizes LeetCode. If you put your LeetCode profile on your resume, that brings an impact that will make your resume shine. So follow LeetCode, right? So one platform, that is LeetCode. This is my suggestion. One language, pick up JS, my suggestion. One resource, which is whatever you want to follow. Follow any YouTuber, any random sheet, anything, right? But follow only one. This is what I want to say. Now, a lot of people say some sheet are good, some sheet are bad. No, most of them will have overlapping questions. You don't have to waste your time over there, right? Now, let me move ahead quickly. Strategy. What should be the strategy of learning DSA in my month 1? 2 hours in the morning, 1 hour in the evening. Very, very important. Why I have a way of distributing my whole day. I'll tell you my reasoning also behind this, but in the morning hours, that is the best time when you should do the most hard work, right? Basically, most work that is mentally exhausting. Start your day with the hard things. Start your day with doing hard problems, right? Don't start your day easy. Start your day when your mind is fresh, when you wake up. That is when you have most energy. That is when your mind is ready for a grind. So start your day with your 2 hours in the morning. You have to do DSA. You have to grind DSA 2 hours in the morning. 2 hours and only 2 hours, not 3 hours, not 4 hours, not 5 hours, only 2 hours, as I say. There is a reason why I'm saying this. And 1 hour, you will have to keep it in the evening before you sleep. Before you end your day, 1 hour in the evening. Now, I'm not restricting the time that, okay, do it from 7 to 8 or 9 to 10 or whatsoever. Follow it according to you. But what I say, the first thing that you should do in the morning is wake up, solve 2 hours of DSA. Spend 2 hours of DSA using our time clock. Got it? Now, 2 hours of DSA, this will be enough for you to solve 2 to 3 problems. This will be enough to solve 2 to 3 problems over here. Right? 2 to 3 problems. Let me write it down. 2 to 3 problems. Okay. You have to solve 2 to 3 problems. You don't have to, 2 hours is enough to solve 2 problems. If it exceeds 2 hours, right? Don't solve the third problem. That's completely okay. Or just read the third problem. Don't spend more than 2 hours. You have to restrict yourself. You have to put a time check. Don't go beyond 2 hours. This is a trap where most students fail and then they waste time. 2 hours is only that you need in the morning. In the evening, at the night, whenever you want to sleep, before that 1 hour in the evening, you have to again spend on DSA. Either solve one question, right? Solve one question that will generally take 45 minutes or something, and then use 15 minutes remaining time for revision. This is really very important. The major mistake students do is they don't revise. Revision is important in DSA because, as in when you are solving more and more new questions, you kind of basically, forget what you learned last time, right? And let me also tell you, in every question, you have to spend around 1 hour or something, right? Don't spend more than 1.5, 2 hours on every problem. 1 hour, 1.5 hour, that's completely okay, right? Don't spend a lot of time on DSA. Got it? So, you have to follow this strategy. See, you can give a little more time, but you have to restrict your timings also. Otherwise, you will make yourself exhausted, right? Now, morning 2 hours, 1 hour in the evening. 3 hours gone, right, over here. Now, what you have to do is, on the first month, in the first month, you have to cover these topics. I am breaking this roadmap down to very granular level. You will have to do basics of array, right? You don't have to go slow. You don't have to go fast. This is the exact strategy that you have to follow. 1 week array plus searching sorting, 1 week recursion, 1 week string, 1 week linked list. Listen to me very carefully. 1 week array, 1 week array plus searching sorting, 1 week recursion, 1 week string, 1 week linked list. This is exactly that you need to do. Now, if you follow this, you have like 7, 7, 7, 7. I'm just telling you, every month has 28 days or 30 days, roughly. 30 days, you have solved around 2 to 3 problems every day. So you would have solved 30 into at least minimum 2 problems every day. You will have solved 60 problems in 1 month. 60 problems you should have solved. Now, when I say level 0, that means you have to solve easy problems. Don't get involved into harder problems. Because why? Because see, when you will solve hard problems in the beginning, it will take a lot of time for you and it will not move you away. You will not be able to move to recursion. You will not be able to move to strings. You have to move topics. In 1 month, for this 5 topics, array plus searching, sorting, recursion, string, linked list, all of this has to be covered. Don't move on to harder problems. Solve easy problems. If you are not able to solve medium problems or hard problems, don't go there, right? But you have to solve at least 60 problems. 60 to 90 problems is the target for us, right? Got it? This is exactly what you need to do for 1 month, consistent 30 days, DSA grind, 3 days a week, right? 3 hours a day. 3 hours a day plus revision. Now, don't underestimate revision. You don't have to skip anything that I am saying right now. Now, for project. Now, let me also tell you that when you have to build a good resume, you need 2 projects. So in first month, we will build 1 project. Now, again, no bullshit that I want to do, first of all, I want to do backend, then I want to do front end. No. Don't get confused into anything. This is a very strict roadmap. Follow it how I am saying. You have to learn React basics. Now, when I say React basics, don't go into learning a lot of theory. Don't get confused. Just take 1 day, learn React basics, learn JavaScript basics, start coding from day 1 itself. From the first day, you have to start coding. Build in public. Now, this is very, very important. Every code you write, every day you solve something, you build a project, you have to commit on GitHub. Every day you have to commit on GitHub. You have to build in public. When I say build in public, what does it mean? You have to use your social media time that I told you to showcase what you have built in that day on social media. Start with it, right? On social media, write this. Day 1 of building this project. This is what I have built. This is what I have learned. You don't have to spend you have to spend just 15 minutes, draft a post it on LinkedIn or Twitter, right? Or you can post it on both. Same post it on LinkedIn, post it on Twitter. Now, you must be thinking, Akshay, why are we doing this? I don't want any followers. Don't. Just blindly follow what I'm saying. Trust me, just blindly follow what I'm saying. Every day you have to push your code onto GitHub and then you have to build in public. Every day. When I say build in public, you have to post what you have learned today on social media, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, right? And then you have to learn React basics. And then what you have to do? Now in 1 month, you have to learn what is JSX, what is conditional rendering, what is API calls, how to make API calls in a front-end project. So basically this first project is our front-end project. Right? Basic front-end project where you will build a normal project where you will make an API call, get some data, put it onto the page. You know what is conditional rendering. You know how to make API calls from a front-end project to back-end project. You know how to call APIs. You know what is props drilling. How do you pass data here and there. You know a little bit of advanced concept in React, right? I have not written over here, but you have to learn advanced concept of React, right? Advanced concepts. Basically, and and what I am saying is you have to focus upon 3 hours completely on project. Now, if you will look at it clearly, I said for DSA, I said 2 hours in the morning, 1 hour in the evening. But in projects, you have to spend 3 hours continuously. You don't have to take a break. Because when you are building projects, you need commitment, you need consistency, you need dedication. Because you will get stuck into bugs, you don't have to get distracted. You don't have to distribute time over here. When you sit down at 3 p.m., you have to get up at 6 p.m., remove all the distractions, switch off your phone, keep a water bottle with you, keep a notebook and a pen with you, just 3 hours of grind at one go. This is very, very important, one go. See, when you do DSA continuously for 3 hours, that will exhaust your mind. But when you will do 3 hours for projects, that is completely okay. 3 hours building projects is nothing, right? You have to spend this. You have to grind these 3 hours over there, right? So you have to grind 3 hours. Now, in 1 month, 1 month is more than sufficient to learn React plus JavaScript plus basics of front-end plus build a good, decent front-end project. This is our first project. I will increase the complexity in the next month, but this is the first project where I have covered all of about front-end, right? We have covered a lot of front-end over here. Got it? Now, some people will spend a lot of time in fixing out, Akshay, what project should I make? What project should I make? What kind of project? This, that. You have to make a basic, simple project. Pick up any project. Just be creative with the name. Just be creative with some features that you add in. But basic project like build a e-commerce. Build a site where you can fetch some data and show some products. Right? Something like that. Build some features like add to cart. Build some features like, how do you shimmer UI, right? And loading state and all these stuff, right? So you have to focus all upon front end. All upon front end in first month. Now, in the first month, 3 hours are for DSA, 3 hours are for project, 1 hour core subjects. 1 hour every day for core subject. Now you can put this core subject 1 hour in between DSA and projects or something, or after projects. You can do it any time of the day, but 1 hour is 100% required. But what I want to say is the only thing that is fixed in the timeline is 2 hours in the morning DSA, 1 hour in the evening DSA, and in between that, fit these 2 things. Now, for the first 2 weeks in core projects, you will learn networking. When I say networking, you have to finish whole networking in 2 weeks. Not more than 2 weeks. 2 weeks, 14 days, right? 2 weeks, at least 14 days or 15 days. In 15 days, if you give 1 hour every day, 15 hours enough for networking. Now in networking, you have to learn about some protocols, right? TCP, IP, UDP, basics of networking. Then you have to know how web works, how API works. When you hit www.google.com and hit enter, how that net request goes, basics of networking. And 2 weeks, rest of the 2 weeks for operating system. Rest of the 2 weeks for operating system, again, 15 hours into operating systems. And while you are learning these 2, you have to make notes. And you have to follow any resource that you want. You might be studying these subjects in your computer science background. If you are from computer science background, you might be following it in your curriculum also. If you are not following it for curriculum, just follow any YouTube tutorial, follow any guide, use AI, use anything, but study 2 weeks operating system, study 2 weeks networking and make notes. And try to prepare networking for interviews. Try to prepare operating system for interviews, right? Don't prepare operating system from, scratch, reading from scratch to end. You will not be able to finish it in 15 hours, right? You have to spend 1 hour every day. Focus upon important topics that are asked in interviews. Highly focused on interviews, right? So this is basically your interview prep. You don't have to study because operating system is a very huge subject. You have to only study the crucial part, like what is deadlocks, what is semaphore, how do you manage tasks, scheduling, these things, right? What are different type of scheduling algorithms? These are the important things, and keep making notes. This is very important. You have to quickly jot down notes. You can use bullet points. Don't spend a lot of time. Use bullet points or something for revision. Got it? So this is what the first month strategy looks like. Now, this is a very big grind. This will take a lot of grind. In 30 days, you will feel exhausted, but at the same time, you will have learnt a lot. You will have solved 60 to 90 problems. And let me show you how your GitHub graphs will look, how your lead code graph will look. This is how it will look. And you will be very happy. You will be very motivated. You will be very energized after 1 month. Trust me. right? And your core subjects, you are also making notes. You are doing build in public, so your social media will now have 30 days of consistency where you are consistently posting your lead code progress, you are posting your project progress, you are posting your notes. Maybe when you make notes, try to post about it. Try to post a little bit of what you write. So the rest 1 hour you have to spend on social media, where you have to spend like 15 minutes of your time onto building posts, right? You have to write post on LinkedIn and Twitter, right? You can also tag me up. I want to see your progress. Please tag me up. And the rest 45 minutes on social media, spend anything that you want to do. You want to browse reels? Do that. Don't browse reels. You want to browse post? You want to interact with people? You want to check out stories of your friends? You want to check out WhatsApp statuses? You want to waste time? Waste your 45 minutes on social media. That's completely okay. But only after you have spent 15 minutes on building in public, on posting on social media about your progress. If you have not posted about your progress, you cannot use social media. 30, 45 minutes, enjoy. I'm not saying don't enjoy, enjoy. You can keep this time of social media distributed between the sessions also. You know what happens? Sometimes we don't allocate time to social media. That is why we end up spending more time on social media. Allocate time, and then you already know that, okay, from 1 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. I have to use social media. Use that in that time only. Restrict yourself in doing everything. Got it? Now let's move to second month. I have taken a lot of time already. Now in month two again, 2 hours in the morning, DSA, 1 hour in the evening, DSA, plus revision. Now, let me also talk about, a lot of people ask, Akshay, what questions should I do in DSA? Let me also tell you, right? Very, very basic thing. See, I am not here promoting my course or something, right? But I have built Namaste DSA over here. I'm not saying go buy, right? If you have money, buy. If you don't have money, that's completely okay. That's completely okay if you don't have money. Okay? Don't buy it. But what I am saying is, even if you want to learn from basic resources, any free resource, that's completely okay. But you can follow. If you don't have any strategy, you can follow these questions. Go over here in arrays, solve these questions. Now, obviously, here, if you will click and want to see, you can enroll the course and you can basically watch these videos from here. If you don't want, just copy this question, remove duplicate, search it on Google. You will find LeetCode link, solve it. Right? You will just search for this question, right? On YouTube, you will find a video, watch it and solve it. But somehow try to cover this array, recursion, searching, sorting, linked list and string. Till 8, you should be able to done this. Till 8, you should be covered in first month, right? You have to do till 8 modules in your first month. This is what the whole plan is, right? Till 8. Otherwise, you will be late, right? Now let's go to month 2. In month 2, again 2 hours in the morning, 1 hour in the evening, plus revision. Revision is very important. When I say revision, how do you have to do it? You have to think about what problems did you solve last time. Suppose if you have solved, let's call this problem as recursion, okay? Suppose if you have solved a problem of factorial. So remember, okay, that was a factorial problem and you might have taken down few notes or something. Just go back to that problem and think about it. How did you solve it? Don't solve it actually. Just see the code, see the problem, think about it. How did you solve it? See the code. That's all. You have to revise the previous day's problem, right? Revise the previous day's problem on today, right? It will take around 15-20 minutes of your time. That's it. 5 or 10 minutes on every problem, not more than that. You are solving 2 to 3 problems every day, right? You are solving 2 to 3 problems every day. Revision should take only 10 to 15 minutes, not more than that. Got it? Now, what topics you have to cover in your second month? What topics? This is very important. Stacks and queues, binary search, 2 pointers, trees. These are the 4 topics, 4 weeks, 4 topics. 7-day stack and queues, 7-day binary search, 7-day 2 pointers, 7-day trees. Right? When I say trees, it means binary trees. Got it? And now you can again go, right? If you will see from the curriculum, see, this is the curriculum that I have made. This is the curriculum that I recommend everybody, all the students. Why? Because see, over here, I am not solving arrays, easy question, then medium question, then hard question. No, only solve arrays, easy and few medium questions. Solve easy and few medium questions in recursion. Solve easy and few medium questions in linked list, right? And if you are not able to solve all the 20, see, in linked list has 20 questions, right? So if you are not able to solve 20 questions in 7 days, don't worry. Solve it till where you can go and then leave the rest. Move on to the next topic, okay? Because these questions are listed in the order of complexity, right? These questions are listed in the order of complexity. Easy questions are on the top. Then slowly, gradually, the toughness or the complexity of these questions starts to increase. Got it? So just solve it from the start. Follow all of them. Now, in the second month, what you have to cover? You have to cover your binary search, stack and queues, two-pointer and trees. Okay. So basically, over here, stack and queues, binary search, two-pointer and trees till 12. Till the 12th module in 2 months should be completed. 2 months is enough. 60 days. Think about 60 days into 3 hours every day. Think about it. 180 hours you have spent, right? By the end of this month, you should be comfortable with easy questions, because see, you are also doing revision alongside. You should be comfortable with easy questions, because if you have solved these 12 modules, you have covered the basic data structures already. You know what is linked list, you know what is trees, you know what is stack and queues, you know what is arrays, you know what is strings, you know what is the basics of recursions. So you will be comfortable with a lot of easy questions. And trust me, my dear friends, even if you do this properly, this is enough for any basic level companies interviews. Trust me. These are the questions that are asked in the basic level companies. I'm not talking about FANG companies or something, not talking about very high paying, product based companies. But what I'm saying is, for decent level company, for 50-60% of the companies that come, these questions are enough. Right? So you should be comfortable with easy questions. And once you have solved this, once you have given like 60 days, right? 60 days into 3 hours plus revision. 3 hours plus revision. Once you do this, trust me, my dear friends, you will get a lot of confidence, and your GitHub graph or your LeetCode graph will look something like this. You will have a lot of confidence. Right? You will be able to recognize the data structure. Suppose a question comes to you, you will be able to recognize, oh, this is a binary search question. Oh, this question requires a stack. Oh, this question needs recursion. Oh, this question needs what, right? So you will be able to understand that if you follow this curriculum properly. If you read the question, you will be able to figure out that, oh, okay, looks like that this question requires two-pointer approach. Trust me, if you do this properly, if you follow this curriculum properly, you will get a lot of confidence after month 2. Month 2, 60 days is a very big time. You have to devote every single day into building your muscles of DSA. 2 hours in the morning, 1 hour in the evening. Once you keep doing it right, after 1 month, you will have made a habit of it. It will become easier for you. This path will become easier for you. Now, again, for the project, in the project, we are starting the project 2, second project now, right? Now this second project will be your MERN stack full stack project. This is your full stack project, right? Full stack project. Now when I say full stack project, you will use Node plus Express.js over here, right? Learn the basics. How will you start? Learn the basics of Node plus Express.js, learn how to create a server, learn what is middlewares, learn how to build basics of APIs, get, put, post, delete APIs, update APIs, right? Learn the basics of everything in the first week. Build it, write code for it, right? And if you need a roadmap for all of these things, let me tell you, right? I have a, in React also, if you need a roadmap that how can you plan? You can follow this curriculum. If you have money, buy this course. Don't have money, don't buy this course. I'm not recommending it. Go to YouTube, study from there. Go to ChatGPT, study from there. Anywhere. But you can follow these curriculums. This curriculum is also helpful for people who don't have enrolled in this course, right? You can just follow these topics, right? See this. You can cover this topic, React app building, what is props, what is state, what is function mapping. We have listed down these topics also. See this, React hooks, use state hook. You should know what is, architecture, how use effect works, conditional rendering, how to use API. All these things you can just go and even check the topics. If you are not enrolled, that's completely okay. I'm not forcing you to buy this. Completely okay. You can follow this curriculum still in the same order, because order is also important, right? And similarly, when you are building your MERN stack project, now see, if you are following the curriculum from Namaste Node.js, don't follow season 1, because in season 1 I am diving deep into Node.js, right? So if I dive into Node.js, this will take a lot of time for you to cover. Got it? You have to start building project directly, right? Basically, you have to start building your project directly. You have to start following season 2 properly. Basically, in season 2, you should basically learn a little bit about microservices, monolith architecture. Then you should know how to create an express server. Then you should know how routing and request handler works. Then you should know a little bit about middlewares and error handlers. Read these topics. Study from Namaste Node.js if you have it. If you don't have money, don't buy it. Read all these topics from internet. Go to YouTube, search for this topic name. You will get the tutorial for it. Follow it. But only follow one tutorial. If you are following a YouTube channel, follow that particular channel itself. If you are following Namaste Node.js, just follow this. Don't go anywhere else. Only one resource. Otherwise, you will be lost. You will lose time on it. Right? Now, then what you have to do, once you have understood this, in the next week, you have to follow MongoDB. Plus, how do you write queries? How do you optimize queries? How do aggregation works? Basically, you have to dive deep into database. This is about Node.js and Express. How do you build backend? How do you build APIs? This is about properly into diving deep into database. Database is very, very important. This is a favorite topic for your interviewers also. Interviewers ask database questions also, right? So you have to focus upon database here. In your core subjects, I have not written database. Why? Right? In your core subjects, I have written networking operating system because I want you to cover database while doing, right? While you are doing it, you have to do that. Then you have to write get post API. How do you fetch data from database, return it from the API? What is JSON, everything? This is what it is. Then what you have to do is, then in the next week, in the third week, you have to go to a little more advanced topics like authentication. How do you build a login, logout? What is JWT token? What is cookies? How do you set cookies, right? These are the important things that you should know, right? Then maybe you can move on to a little more advanced topics like how do you integrate a payment gateway, right? Then you can basically learn about how do you send emails through AWS, right? You can learn, as many advanced topics as you want, you can cover in it. But what I am trying to say is only cover these advanced topics after you are good at these two things, right? Then only cover this. Right? And then build some complex features in your project. This will give you a brownie point and will make your project stand out from the crowd. Because a lot of people build basic projects, but if you add these authentication, payment gateway integration, sending emails, complex features, this will help you enhance your projects. Now, in the fourth week, you have to make your project live. Your project should be hosted on a domain. Right? Over here also, kind of the season 2, everything inside season 2 should be covered in your first 3 weeks, and the fourth week should be spent on season 3. In season 3, you should know basics of how AWS works. How do you deploy your front-end project? How do you deploy your back-end project? What is Nginx? How do you add a custom domain, right? You should have your akshaysaini.com redirecting to your site, right? Basically, get a domain name, map it to your server, make a free AWS account. Everything is available for free on the internet. If you have this course, follow whatever I am teaching you. If you don't have this course, just search for this on the internet, find it out, figure out yourself. But what I am trying to say is you have to deploy Nginx and stitch UI, right? Basically, when you have built your backend APIs, stitch it with the UI. Make your UI project, call your backend project. Make all these things, right? And make your project like this is the most important part. This is the goal of, second month. And while you are doing all this, you again have to, post on social media. Every single day, you have to post your progress on social media. You have to build in public. You have to build your skills in public. Think about it like that. Every day when you will post, people will start recognizing you in 2 months. People will say, oh my God, this person is writing every day, right? Every day, whatever question you solve on DSA, post it up about that. Every day you are writing something, push this code onto GitHub. There should be no blank dot on GitHub. Keep your repository open. Keep your repository public. Share that GitHub link in your social media post. Write about what you have learned. Write about your progress of your project on social media each and every single day. Your GitHub will look like this, and your lead code will also look very green. Think about it, how lead code will look when you have solved it for 2 months. It will look amazing, my dear friends. By this day, you would have solved 60 days into 2 to 3 problems every day, right? 2 to 3 problems every day. Think about it. 2 problems means 120 problems. Or, 2 to 3 problems, if I take an average, you would have solved like around 150 questions. 150 questions is not a joke, my dear friends. 150 questions is not a joke. Even if they are easy questions, it's not a joke. You will gain a lot of confidence, trust me. You just have to show up every single day. Without a miss, without taking a break, you just have to grind. Grind is the only thing that I would call this for this roadmap. Grind, grind, and grind. Every day, come back, show up, solve questions. This is what your plan should be. Now, again, now you have spent 3 hours every day on DSA, again 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening, 3 hours on project, and then 1 week, 1 hour, revision plus theory of projects. Now, I have not focusing now on core projects, right? Core subjects. You have to focus upon revision plus theory of projects. When I say revision plus theory of projects, I would say revision of a little bit of core subjects if it is left, and theory of projects. When I say theory of projects means theory of database, theory of your Node.js, theory of your middlewares, theory of your APIs, because these questions can come in. See, when you are building projects, you will not get time to study a lot of theory and interview questions for these things. But study interview, whenever you are learning something new over here, you have to focus upon interview questions. When I say theory, interview questions. Right? Interview questions. What kind of questions? Let me just tell you. Suppose if you are studying middleware, so interviewer can ask you, think in that way. Interviewer can ask you, what is a middleware? Interviewer can ask you, what are different type of APIs? Why do you create APIs? Interviewer can ask you, right? What is Node.js? What is Express? Right? Interviewer can ask you to write queries. Interviewer can ask you, what is the difference between SQL and NoSQL databases? All these questions, which is theory of your projects, interview questions, study in this 1 hour for 1 week. Right? And then what you have to do is in the 1 week, that is only time that you require when you have to polish your resume and LinkedIn. You have to build your resume and LinkedIn. You have to basically update your LinkedIn profile, build your resume in 1 week. When you will have so many great questions on LeetCode solved, 150 questions, you will have your GitHub really green. Put the proof of work in your resume and your resume will shine. Trust me, your resume will shine, resume will become very easy. I will make, if you want, comment down below, I will make a video on how to prepare your resume also. But otherwise, take a very basic template, put it up. Resume template does not matter, content in the resume matters. So if you have built great 2 projects, if you have built strong 2 projects, one of front end, one of full stack, and you have solved 150 questions of DSA, this will make your, resume stand out, strong. Got it? Then 2 weeks you have to spend on your communication skills. This is very, very important. When I say what is communication skills, you have to think about every interviewer will ask you introduce yourself. Prepare it. A lot of people are good technically, but they fail interviews because they are not good at their communication skills. If the interviewer asks them, Akshay, okay, introduce yourself, they will fumble. They'll say, my name is Akshay and, I am studying in this college. You don't have to do that because you have practiced communication well for 2 weeks. Introduction of your introduction should be the most top priority. Learn how to introduce yourself. Learn how to explain your projects. You have built 2 projects now. You should be able to explain because every interviewer will ask you questions regarding your projects. You should be able to explain it. When I say communication skills, you have to speak and prepare. You have to speak and prepare. Speak in front of the mirror. Speak, record yourself and speak, but be fluent in your English. You have to master your English. Let me tell you, a lot of students I know who are really good at their technical skills, but they fail interviews because they can't explain. They are not able to explain their thoughts in English. And let me call it as sad or not sad or happy, right? You become sad or happy, but let us accept it that English is really very important for interviews. English is very, very important. So focus a lot upon your English skills, speaking skills, communication skills, because nobody, a lot of students I see, they are good technically, they have built good projects, they have solved a lot of LeetCode questions, but when it comes to explaining to the interviewers, they are bad at communication skills. they get nervous. That's completely okay. See, nervousness, everything is completely okay. But if you have practiced beforehand your communication skills, this will make your life easier. Got it? This was second month. Let me not waste time. Let's go to third month now. Okay. So in month 3, what you have to do, trust me, again, 3. Now, I have increased the time of DSA from 3 hours to 4 hours. 3 hours to 4 hours, 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening. Okay. So you basically have to do 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening. What topics you have to cover? First week, backtracking greedy. Second week, BST heap. Third week, DP. Fourth week, graph. Right? Now you must be thinking, Akshay, how can I cover these important topics like DP and graph in one week? You don't have to cover everything inside DP and graph. You have to only cover classic problems. When I say classic problems, these are the problems which are most asked in interviews, right? Most famous dynamic programming algorithm, most famous graph questions. That is what you need to focus. Whatever you can do in 1 week, focus upon it. And I have increased the time of DSA over here because these topics can get a little tricky. So spend a little more time. 3 hours spend on these topics, 3 hours on DP every day, 3 hours on graph every day, 3 hours of backtracking and greedy, 3 hours on BST and heap. Now BST and heap, don't dive deep into a lot more concept because BST and heap is good to know, but it's not very, 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 very important because see, these are a little advanced topics. Just solve classic problems of these topics, right? This is what you have to do, and I have increased the time. Notice that. Now you have to spend 4 hours on DSA every day. Now let's go back to projects. Now I have decreased the time from projects now. Now I have decreased the time for projects because you have already built 2 projects. Those are sufficient enough. Now what you have to do, you still don't have to stop over there. You have to every day spend 2 hours. 1 hour you have to spend on building extra advanced features, right? Extra advanced features like adding GPT to your project. Extra advanced feature like adding WebSockets, adding live chat to your project, adding some extra authentication, extra things, whatever fancy things you see on the internet in projects, try to add it. Make your project, take your project to one level above, right? That is what you have to do. Every 1 hour you have to spend on this project. That same project that you have built. Don't go to third project. No third project we need. Only 2 strong projects is all we need. Got it? 2 strong projects. Now, what you have to do, 1 hour you will have to spend again on theory questions and communication skills. Again and again, I'm talking about communication skills because this is very, 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 very important. Every day there should be a commit on GitHub. Every day there should be a progress on LeetCode. Every day on social media, there should be a post about your progress. Right? Say that day 1, day 2, and when you will reach month 3, then you will be like day 61, day 62. Think about it. It will feel amazing. You will feel confident about your skills because you would have put in a lot of grind and a lot of hard work into doing all this. Very, very important. Trust me. You will get a lot of confidence when you will do this. And while you are preparing for communication skills for the projects, it's very, very important. Even, when you solve DSA questions, try to, talk and solve. Talk and solve. Let me write that down. Very, very important thing. Talk and solve DSA. And when you talk and solve, even when nobody is there in your room, just talk and solve, okay? Try to solve DSA questions like you are talking to interviewer. Oh, okay, we are given an array. This is a sorted array. Now, when this is a sorted array, I think we can apply binary search over here. Okay, this is a sorted array. Can I apply binary search or should I use 2-pointer approach over here? Looks like I can apply binary search. Yes, this is binary search. Okay, so the time complexity explained of binary search is log n. So this will work fine for me. And let's try to solve it. And now I am writing the code. So basically, see, when you are writing the code also, then also explain that, okay, now we are running a loop from for loop from 1 to n. Try to speak and say, your roommate can think that you are mad, right? Either go away in a separate space, lock yourself in a room and grind over there, or don't care about your roommate or anybody say whatsoever, but you have to talk and speak. This will help you improve your communication skill when you are solving DSA problems in your interview, in front of your interviewer. Very underrated skill, talk and solve DSA problems. And when you are solving these projects also, you have to Learn theory. When I say theory questions, interview questions from your projects. Suppose somebody asks you, okay, suppose you have implemented WebSockets. So learn those theory questions about these extra, right? Theory questions means interview questions, okay? When I say theory questions, that means interview questions that you have to study. Got it? So interview questions about these extra features that you have. Got it? Now again, as I say, communication skills, again practice. By the end of your third month, you should be very good at, suppose if somebody, wakes you up in the midnight at 3 a.m. in the morning or in the night and says, oh my God, Akshay, introduce yourself. You should wake up and say your introduction fluently. This is how good you should be in your communication skills. Got it? So this is how you need to practice. Now, again, we have spent 4 hours here, 2 hours here, 6 hours are gone. 1 hour for social media, 7 hours gone. Now the 8th hour that you have, you don't have to rely on placements. Trust me, this is what I say to all the students. Now this is a 3 months placement roadmap, but I am saying over here, don't rely on placements, because don't rely on placements. If your college gives you placement, that's completely good. If your college doesn't give you placement, don't rely on placements, right? You have to spend 1 hour each and every single day for the next 30 days. For the next 30 days, 1 hour into just focusing upon building your LinkedIn profile, Naukri profile, Internshala, F6S, Angel.co, Wellfound. There are so many, any hiring website, everywhere your resume should go. When you are preparing, a profile on Naukri.com or any other platform, right? I have just given you these 5 platforms. There are many platforms. Just go on every platform and make your profile, but make sure you spend time on it. Suppose if you are applying on LinkedIn jobs, right? Try to make your profile good before you apply, right? In your Internshala or F6S or Wellfound, try to make your profile good. Add proof of work, right? Add proof of work to your profile. Put a good profile picture. Some people, what they do, they are just in so much hurry in applying for job. They just don't build their profile good. It doesn't look authentic. It look like a fake profile picture with a unprofessional photo or no photo. Put a photo over there. Very important. Write something good about it. When I'm saying, suppose if you are preparing a profile on Naukri.com, your profile, when somebody sees your profile, it should look really good. You should have a good photo over there. You should have all the things written over there. You have explained your project in really good way. Because if your profile is good, make profile on all hiring platforms. Keep your phone number and resume should reach as many platforms, as many portals as possible. Put it over there. Show your hard work. Show your proof of work on every profile. Link it to LinkedIn. Link it to your GitHub. Link it to your LeetCode. There are more platforms which have newly come up, like PeerList. There are so many things. Even Twitter has also Twitter jobs now, I guess, right? So try to go to every platform. Wherever you see, you have to focus 1 hour every day on doing this only. Now, let me tell you some advanced methods also. Now, what you have to do is, once you have built proof of work, this will add a lot of stars to your resume. Trust me, lot of stars to your resume. Now, what you can do, you can also DM your friends, DM your alumni in your college. Suppose if you are from a college, you can DM your alumni and say that, okay, I am also from same to same college, and can you please help me? Suppose if your college senior is working on some good company, right? So try to reach out to them in a LinkedIn DM, right? You have to use LinkedIn over here, right? LinkedIn DM, right? So try to reach out to your alumni, right? Alumni. Or if you see someone active on social media, active people, right? Active people working on good companies. Now, don't focus upon just very FANG companies. The most bad thing that students do is they always only text messages for people who are in Google, Microsoft, Facebook. Refer kar do. No, you have to, don't think that any company is bad. You are starting your career. Any company is good for you. Don't just focus upon FANG people. Focus upon people who are working on normal companies also. That's completely okay. You have to start your career. So reach out to your alumni. On LinkedIn, search for your college mates. Search for your batchmates. Search for your seniors. Search for people, different people who are active on social media. Try to reach out to them and DM. And when you DM, you have to DM with your proof of work. Without this, Don't reach out to people. Everybody is getting so many messages over there. If you have proof of work, tell them that in the past 2 months, everybody wants to help people who are good. If you have spent like 60 days past 3 months, see, you are grinding for past 3 months, almost 90 days, almost 80 days. And when you reach out to people and say, I am consistently putting a lot of effort since 80 days, and I have solved, by the end of third month, 90 days, 90 into just do 2 to 3 problems every day. Just think about it, how many problems you would have solved. You would have solved almost 200 problems on LeetCode. If you have solved 200 problems on LeetCode and you text someone with the proof of work, they will be amazed to see your progress and will be willing to help you. Nobody wants to help the people who don't help themselves. If you have done something good, tell them. Showcase your proof of work that this is my GitHub profile, this is my LeetCode profile. I have solved like 200 plus problems on LeetCode. I have built projects continuously for the past 80 days, 90 days, and I'm continuously building it. I am putting a lot of efforts. I know React, I know Munstack, I know Mongo, I know all these things, whatever you know. Write that message, short and sweet, send it to a DM. It will be very, very effective. Right? This is the best way of asking for referrals. Ask for referrals. Second thing is, this is a little advanced concept, but cold emails, underrated thing. Try to find out hiring emails. Try to message them. Try to find out emails. There are tools where you can find out the emails for HRs, for companies. Just try, use them, do cold emails to all the companies. And let me also tell you, focus on recently funded startup. Very, very underrated. This nobody talks about. Underrated. Very, very underrated concept. Let me just tell you, right? Let me take 2 minutes. I know this video is getting long, but let me take 2 minutes to explain what I'm trying to say. See, if there is a company, Zepto, Swiggy, and Zomato, and Google, Facebook, Microsoft, all the recognized companies, every student wants to get job in these companies. I don't understand why. You are just starting your career. Focus upon recently funded startups. 100% of recently funded. See, if the startup is there and it has been recently funded, right? Suppose if the startup has been recently funded, aren't they looking out for software developers? Tell me. Think about it. I know so many startup founders who are not that popular, right? Their startup is not that popular. They are very new startup and nobody wants to join them. Nobody is applying in those companies. Try to focus upon companies which have been recently funded, because all the recently funded startups wants to grow their team, wants to hire software engineers. You are very good candidate over there. Just email them that, okay, please give me a job. Please give me an internship over there. I have solved these many LeetCode problems. I'm good at problem solving. I have built these projects and I can help you. They will reply. Because, in big companies like Paytm, Swiggy, Zomato, Instamart, all these companies must be getting like thousands or even lakhs of, people who are reaching out to them every single day. But these recently funded startups, small startups, there is only, hardly anybody every day reach out to them. They have to, in fact, reach out. These are the companies who go on to platforms like Naukri.com, Internshala, F6X to hire students. Right? So if you just reach out to them directly, this is a very, very underrated trick. Trust me, I have told this to a lot of students in colleges where that I go. Right? In whenever I go to any college for a seminar or a session or a guest talk or a tech talk, I recommend these things to a lot of students and they have literally got benefited from this. This is a win-win for both companies. This is a win-win for both good people. If you are good, if you have good skills, just showcase them. Send them a message on LinkedIn to their founders, to their HRs, or just do a cold email, send a cold email to them with your proof of work. Now, everything, whenever I say, you must be thinking, I am again and again saying, but proof of work is important. This will make your profile shine. This will make your resume shine, right? And the fourth thing is hiring drives. Now, I am not a big fan of hiring drives because see, whenever there are hiring drives for freshers, there is lot of lakhs of students applying for it. You also apply. Don't leave any stones unturned. Every place wherever you can find a job, try to apply that. Hiring drives are conducted by all the FANG companies, right? For freshers, it's all year round they are conducted, so keep an eye on it, right? Try to, there are some newsletters also which gives you hiring updates. There are some Telegram groups, there are some Discord channels, there are people who are active on Twitter who are talking about these hiring drives. So focus upon them, follow upon them, and then keep on going into hiring drives if they are there. But I'm not a big fan of it because see, hiring drives, there is a lot of competition, so the chances are less. But DMing people on LinkedIn with a proof of work, convince them, right? When you have a proof of work, people are convinced to help you. They don't want to help anybody who doesn't know anything. But if you tell them that you have built good projects, if you have done a lot of lead code, they will help you. Why not? In fact, when they refer someone and you will get hired, they get a referral bonus. Let me tell you a secret, right? If there is a good candidate, suppose you are a good candidate, and and somebody, suppose I am working in a company and I referred you, and you get hired. So sometimes some companies also offer referral bonus to employees. I get a referral bonus. So everybody wants to help good people. You just need proof of work. And when you have grind, I again and again saying, you'll have to grind for 3 months. And if you are doing that honestly, if you are doing that consistently, people will be ready to help you. Trust me, you will feel that confidence in yourself. You will come out as a very great engineer. Trust me. You have to give 90 days. Can you give me 90 days, my dear friends? I don't want to make this video very, very, very long. This was all I need to tell you. Can you give me 90 days, my dear friends? Let's end the video. At the last, I just want to say that, okay, start today. This is the only thing that I want to say before I end this video. Start today. Start right now if you want. Just after this video, take a pledge. What you have to do, let me also tell you a few more important things. Find a partner for yourself. This is very, very important if you can. See, if you don't find a partner now, don't spend like 10 days in finding a partner. No, you don't have to spend any moment. If you have a partner, if you have your roommate, but someone serious. If you don't have a serious roommate, if you don't have serious friends, you don't take them. They will pull you down instead of pushing you up. Take a serious partner. Let me write it down. This is a very important point, right? Get someone serious along with you. When I say serious, they are serious about their career. You know them, right? So most of the times your best friends are not the serious ones. They will make fun of you when you will try to change. When you will follow this whole roadmap, this will change your lifestyle. This will prepare you for your hard work. That will prepare you for a grind. And your best friends might not want you to do that, right? Your best friend might distract you. If you feel that your friends are distractions for you, cut them for 3 months. Nothing will happen. Trust me. Stay away from them for 3 months. Make new friends who are serious about the career. Or maybe motivate your friends to build their career also. Send them this video. Maybe they will also get a spark of starting with you. Make a team. Build it. If you don't have a team, not mandatory. But only get serious people along with you if you are there. Partners sometimes help you. Partners are also there so that, you can even find partners on internet. Try to join our Discord community, find partners over there, right? Maybe try to see people who are doing day one, right? Day one of Namaste DSA or day one of Namaste. There are so many folks inside Namaste DSA group, right? When I have Namaste DSA, they are solving DSA problems. They are writing day 1, day 2, day 3. Find people. Go on Twitter, find it out. What I do is whenever you tag me onto a post, right? Whenever you tag me onto a Twitter post or a LinkedIn post, mostly Twitter, right? I just repost your tweet, right? Suppose if you are saying that today is my day 10, right? I will repost your post. So go on my profile, I have reposted a lot of tweets of people who are already working with me, who are already working on Node.js, on React.js, on your, DSA. Try to make friends with them because those are serious people who are serious about that life and they are working hard daily. You have to put efforts daily. Daily is very, very important. Consistency is very, very important for achieving anything. If you are not disciplined, if you are not showing up daily, you are not going to make it. 3 months is a good time. You can change your whole career. Now, what I want to say, uninstall Instagram. This is bullshit. Instagram is just making you weak, physically weak, mentally weak. It's just reducing your attention span. And I'm not saying ban Instagram for your life. At least can you do it for 90 days? Can you do it for 90 days? Can you be that mentally tough? Instagram is of no use. Now, a lot of people argue that Instagram is, I watch studying reel, I watch coding reels on Instagram. I don't care. I don't want to get into that debate, but uninstall Instagram. This is my humble request to you. For 90 days at least. For 90 days, make a pledge, take a pledge. I will not install Instagram until I get placed, until I get a job, until I get my first job, until I solve these many questions, until I finish my 90 days challenge. Take this 90-day challenge. Then only install Instagram once again. If you have got a job, be serious about your career. Nothing is stopping, right? If you go away from Instagram for 90 days, nothing will happen in your life. Trust me. You will come back again after once you get a job. You will again enjoy it as much as you enjoy it today. Right? Now, only two social media platforms, LinkedIn or Twitter. And even Twitter is distracting a lot. See, LinkedIn you cannot use for like 1 hour on LinkedIn. No, I don't know people if you can spend LinkedIn on 1 hour, but in Twitter you can also get lost. So just go on social media. Don't waste more than 1 hour over there. Spend a lot of time on posting about what you have learned today. Whatever time is left in your 1 hour, see, every day you are doing it for 1 hour, right? Suppose if you take 15 to 20 minutes in posting about your progress, right? Post your progress. And whatever time is left, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, check other LinkedIn profiles, make connections, try to, maybe check your WhatsApp messages or maybe WhatsApp status, or see, WhatsApp is a close community group of your family, friends or something. You will get updated on those WhatsApp statuses about what is happening here and there. Only focus upon LinkedIn or Twitter, not on Instagram, on WhatsApp. Got it? Check your statuses. That's it. Don't use more than 1 hour. More than 1 hour is going to kill you. Social media is going to kill you. Now, workout is a must. And sleep is a must. You have to, when you do a lot of, this is the most underrated thing. I have seen a lot of students, they burn out because they don't sleep properly. When you put a lot of pressure on your mind by grinding 3 hours of DSA, 3 hours of project, 1 hour of extra stuff, when you will do this in this whole day, you will get mentally exhausted. You need at least 8 to 9 hours of sleep. Very, very important. When you sleep, your DSA concepts will stick in your head. I don't want to get into the theory of how mind works, but how brain works is whatever you have learnt in the day, you need at least 8 hours to digest. And you have to do workout must. 30 minutes must. At least 30 minutes or 1 hour. Every day. Now if you ask me, now you would say, Akshay, why did you make the plan for 7 hours? See, 7 hours of study, right? This is the whole plan. If you think about it, 7 hours of study, 1 hours of social media, 8 hours, 1 hours of workout, 9 hours, at least 8 to 9 hours of sleep. Sleep. And whatever rest time is left, try to talk to your friends, talk to your family, whatever you want to do, but be focused. Don't use social media at that point of time. Don't get distracted. Follow this. Sleep is must. This is very, very important. I'm just telling you again and again. Lot of people I see, they are just grinding whole night DSA. They are just grinding whole day DSA and they are not sleeping. You are not learning anything. Trust me, how important it is, I can't even tell you. Sleep is very, very important, my dear friends. It will help you store whatever you have learned throughout the day in your head. And when you will have all these things in your head, that will help you, come back stronger next time. Tomorrow you will wake up fresh. Sleep. When you sleep, all dark, put your phone on silent, remove all the distractions, no music, no lights, just sleep. You have to take a lot of rest. And workout will release all the stress, all the pressure, just whatever energy you have, physical energy, just exhaust it in the, in the gym or in the whatever you do, maybe, or maybe just when I say workout, I'm not restricting you to just go to gym or something. Go play anything, play basketball, play football, play basketball, play badminton, play table tennis, play, or just go for a jog, go for a run, go for a walk. Maybe talk to your family while walking, right? Maybe call your parents and then talk to them, call your siblings, call your friends, but walk. Do some form of workout, physical activity, right? When I say workout, any sports or physical activity. Very, very important. This will help you, after a tired, mentally tired day, when you will work out, this will give you a lot of strength physically and mentally. It will release all the mental things from you, and you will get good sleep. You will get deep sleep when you work out, and then you will, next day when you wake up, you will wake up fresh. You will wake up as like you are starting your journey from fresh, and your mind will be clear of thoughts, and then you can start your day with again grinding, and then grind. That's what I want to say. Now, before I end this video, I want you to take a pledge right now. If you have watched this video till here, congratulations, because a lot of people would have left in between. And those who have left in between, what can I say about them, right? There is no point. What I want to say is take a pledge right now. Go to social media, uninstall Instagram first of all. Find a partner, send this video to your friends. Maybe they also get motivated. Make a group and study. But study, please. Please, this is for you. I'm not here to waste time. This is not a BS video over here. I'm not here to waste my time or your time. I also have a very crucial time. I have so many deadlines, so many plans, so many meetings. I have come here just to help you out. Now, don't get distracted. And now, in this long journey of 90 days, if there are distractions that somebody comes and says, oh, Akshay, Munstack is dead. Don't listen to them. Just follow it for 90 days. Even if Munstack is dead, follow it for 90 days. Right? If somebody comes and says, oh my God, Akshay, let's learn Solana, let's learn blockchain, let's learn Bitcoin, let's learn this, that. Don't listen to anyone. Please follow this. This is my advice. Again, career is in your hand. I can just give you my advice over here, right? And what I want to say is, don't waste your time, please. If you will focus if you will give these 3 months, if you will give these 90 days for yourself, take a pledge. How would you take a pledge? Write on social media that I am going to do it from today. Or text me. At least you can DM me. Go to my Instagram, DM me that Akshay, I am starting from today. And then once you have finished 90 days, come back again. Keep telling me there was one guy who used to text me every day on my DM and says me the progress. One day I randomly went to, and I never used to check my Instagram DMs of random people. But what happened? One day I just went to that DM and I saw, oh my God, this guy is he was literally sending me messages every day since 30 days or 40 days. I don't even remember the count. When I went on the top, I read his message. He was saying that, I know that you might not reply to my messages or you might not even see this message anytime, but I just want to share my progress with you. And he's just sending me 30 days every day. He's sending me messages. And I somehow just randomly got to that message somehow. Because see, every day he used to send me message. It used to pop on the top, right? So basically, one day I saw that message and then I was amazed. I literally congratulated him and I wish him the best because he was staying strong. So just DM me, or if you have courage, post it on social media publicly that from today I'm starting my learning journey. Maybe make out a plan or just put something out. I don't know, but start today. Take a pledge, take a commitment. Unless we commit onto something, right? Unless we make a public commitment, right? Unless I go to my Twitter and write down that from today I'm starting my placement journey, or from today I'm starting my learning journey. Maybe tag me also, right? I would be happy to see, right? This is not for me or this is not for anybody else on social media. This is for you personally. When you will look back at your tweet after 90 days or 1 month or maybe 1 year, 2 years afterwards, you will remember this moment and you will feel that glad that I took that step today. Glad. You will come back to this day when you have taken a pledge and you will thank yourself and thank me. That is what I want. That's all in this video. take a pledge, and I wish you the best for your career ahead. Don't get demotivated. If you have any questions, if you have any doubt, if you want me to help you in some way or the other, please drop the comments, and I will try to help you in upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching. That's all in this video. Namaste.